Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This is The Loud Lounge. My name is DJ Slim, and my next guest needs no introduction. When you say me cancer deal with the ananka me babe mouth intro ting. But this time no, we be here to cut a short story long. I'll have to introduce my very good friend. In fact, Oba son no moche. Ache so tisi bedwoma ba bia. Na wasem beto nanim fa na beto nanim no bie docket ni mu a. Or tuja no tuja ba. So ladies and gentlemen, show some love to the one and only MC Yaa Yeboah in the building.
We enjoy the anoshi.
Oh, the same when you say one has our platform now. So to be invite me so what that me heat ya na ho na. Ahwa mba ho man na. We say fisusa are rawa there na.
It's about to be king.
So me kiti.
Oh, please.
Me fisusa.
Yeah, me fisusa.
Papa chese ho ayefe.
Me da say.
Ho ayefe dada na ho asa ayefe
aboso. Me da say slim. Say one say I'm a unity. I'm trying to see if I can keep this hair for some time. So, is it nice? You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Right.
It's bold.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, be that. Okay, so I've always been having me or habit at me penny say like me meeting me no. I always cut my hair. But me found cool TV so and I like public major no, never.
What is it with women and hair?
I think that some women have attachment to their hair, serious attachment. Because I say, Misano, na if you are not a compound house, na one of your tenants, neighbor, a friend Belinda, na Obabe Kusku. I think at the time, baby, and I were doing Zagana because in school to me out in 1 year unity. The way she was hysterical about it, to the woo soon. I'm saying, maybe it's also because me, me, mommy, I'm fat a tibo auntie.
Okay.
So maybe, just maybe, but I know that there are some women that have strong attachment to their hair, but I'm not that kind. Nah, quite problem.
I say something you trying to but okay, so school me a little bit on it, because women can shave their hair and buy expensive wig and put on.
Yes.
Is beauty connected to hair one way or the other?
I don't think so. I don't think beauty is connected to it. I've seen extremely beautiful women who are bald. So many of them. There's this popular influencer in America. I've forgotten her name, Ochugu or something. She's bald. There is this presenter at 3 Music. Lenny, very pretty. She's bald. There are so many other women that are bald. There was this woman some time ago, with GTV and BBC. She's also bald. So I don't think hair is connected to beauty. However, for some women, it makes them feel pretty.
It makes them feel pretty.
Yes, but I don't think it's the standard.
Okay.
There's some women who have alopecia and stuff by virtue of and they are still beautiful. Yeah, I don't think that beauty is connected to hair in any way. But sometimes I like variety. Me idea from
Okay.
So I can wake up today, say me to me magasa pink. No. I'm that kind of a person.
Okay.
I can wake up tomorrow and say, okay, let me wear a weave on. Or let me braid my hair. I can't keep one look for a long time.
Okay.
Me koye dreadlocks meant to me say chakwe. So you see, my beauty is not attached to my hair. I don't know for other women, but I feel that generally no.
That shouldn't be the case.
Yes.
But it's also a multi-billion-dollar industry as well.
Well, it is.
Yes, because when Wix finally omunye bi wo kantamanto ana amanfo EQA
People buy it.
And there's also this thing, I don't know with we all buy the one busa. There's this thing with Weavon, and I kept hearing that it say spiritually it's not even much what it is answering. There's also some that say that whenever they put Weavon, they can also get reactions, skin reactions and all that.
And also so the thing is that I think the spirituality of hairs have got to do with maybe a immune free. Like India and Obia, if I'm wrong, they should just type it Mobi and Tramadapa. India, Honene, Indonesia, ne Sankofono. So what it is that the women no more so So for some countries, I think they do this thing called cleansing or something, and so they shave all their hair on their should I say altar.
Okay.
Almost shavy, egu honum. Maybe I almost tone me no ebi mu koto. What I say? Na omode be process.
Okay.
Na ye mean. Ye we bi mu so enye say they are going through any spirituality and na bibi no mutom we bi mu ha ahokyere. Into who call those countries no ye when so the someone will come okay or tone it in maybe I would try we $10 say no aton ma no aginiska because they have the hair so it always grows back. Anything your friend be raw donor. So raw donor is raw donation. Ma donate so raw donor. So that means it's the real hair from oni panitinti. In fact, chemicals and processing.
Okay, and also a brand of
yeah, no, a brand. You were raw hair. You were synthetic, obviously, and you were human hair. Well, human hair, maybe a little bit processed.
Okay,
and you know they have. I'm not too good with hairs, but the little I know, they have varieties of them too. This canal to papa.
Inti papa ne boy be say. Papa no.
Ne boy di me wig be is like almost 12,000.
120 million.
Aye. 12,000 Ghana cedis.
Jesus of Jesus.
No, there are some that are actually expensive. It be a 15,000. It be a 12. It be a 10. It be a 8. It be a 6. So it depends on the inches, the quality, and all of those. Say your frontal, say your closure. Need in our county.
Hey, business.
But the thing is that all your banner will invest in good hair a year. Because guess what? Ukoto synthetic hair. It be a what on let's say 1,000 cedis and now 700 cedis. So synthetic hair no. Osha be brena wo hwa within 2-3 weeks na say untumi shebium.
Oh sir.
Yes, I say untumi shebium. Maybe I was akwakoto. 2-3 weeks na say untumi she was akwakoto. But me koto enwi 10,000 and I enwi 8,000. Meant to me ashen for years.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so that's the difference.
Difference a woman. Okay.
And so they don't know these things. It's a then again, the girlfriend and the Erika say, told me 10,000 and not but ebi okoto 1,000 as 1,000 no. Obeto no be 10-15 times within a year.
Yeah. Meaning so kabuma.
What must say? Okabum na uto enwi ba kwa. You're good to go.
And so education, papa.
So basically, that's it. That's it. What I say was some baby a feedback. There are some men that buy hairs for their partners and they gift it.
Yes.
So they know these things.
Portfolio, yeah, dear portfolio. Nyamisha.
Portfolio, I come in the my.
Nyamisha pot. Anyhow, hey pot. Now my yard me who grade autonomy, so. But anyway, conversation. I like how it started. Right. Mamusa, the MC Yaa Yeboah, MC free. It's a master of ceremony.
Exactly. So master of ceremony. Now me MC in pa.
Okay.
But I think that these days, no, I'm not. Most of the time, no. So when I was really popular doing MC, now me was some client-based programs, and these are private parties.
Okay.
You don't take content and stuff, you know. Yeah. So the people that know I do it. But I do weddings, I do corporate events, I do stuff like that. And I've worked for a few people. So when I was creating my Instagram account, and I'm like, okay, send me a MC.
Okay.
You understand? The only MC I'm not really good at doing is the ones that portfolio what's the name? Manual mo you know.
The party high
but I just feel, you know, it takes a lot of energy and stuff like that. But I know me shouldn't but the way I'm to me hyping you, I can do it easily.
But what started MC, you know, what point in your life?
Okay, so I think right after school, I was in fact, from school. Na me, my dream, I went to Achimota, preparatory. I went to University Senior High School for secondary. I went to Rabodev for media, and I went to GIJ.
Okay.
Right from
Rabodev.
Yes. Oh, I was
no, so Rabodev no partner with Focus FM.
Oh, okay.
So there was
Tommy and Forcing. Yeah. So I basic journalism, you know, training.
Yeah.
And right from JHS, Achimota School, school, I'm a casa. Entertainment, I'm a gym. So I knew what I wanted to do. I could speak.
Okay.
From Intina Ekameho.
Okay.
I was not one of those kids that ever struggled as in then I just knew what I wanted to do. So it was there. When from school, even in senior high school entertainment, I was hosting and stuff like that. So right from school, I knew this is what I wanted to do. So I just got in and started doing it.
Nice. So for Rabodeb there, media in Nigeria, certification and all that.
Yeah.
So right after that, your first radio. What you going to radio, Anna?
So right after that, I went to my internship or Rainbow Radio.
Okay.
It's me fee Rainbow no. And I'm about Atlantic's Radio.
Okay.
Because I had a very soothing voice. Like if I want to talk about love and stuff, you know.
Yes.
Then I changed my voice. It's, now me what Atlantis. See me fee Atlantis, now me call Radio VOM 107.5.
Okay.
She's saying I don't know who owns it or stuff. And Radio VOM was basically a bedroom radio.
Okay.
That kind of radio. And I did radio there for some time. I never wanted to be on TV. Me sad story with my cousin because that made my dream when I knew and I believed. Let me not say I knew. I believed that I was not fit to be on TV.
Why?
Because that's what they made me believe.
Just say.
Okay, so my cousin story, I won't say.
Meaning,
but well, this is a different audience.
Yeah.
So me now me teacher was school. Me kai say near competition be was school. Then I went to give a speech. I said that time ne wo once a Flagstaff house or more some say Roman school be was a day right opposite. So honey quite a competition. Then I went to give some speech and stuff. Everybody was coming for. But I came back from the stage. My teacher me was like, "You think what you are doing you can go on TV? You are too black to be on TV. You are not that ugly. You are not that pretty. You are not too beautiful to be on TV." It's in Mino told me team. I think I accepted it at that point.
Oh, at what age,
Yeah. So when I got into media, I never wanted to do TV.
At what age, cancer as a mature?
Hey, well, I remember. I think I should. Be an teenage years.
So words are that powerful.
Yeah. Extremely. And I don't know. It told me team.
Who accept you?
And I believe, and of course in school too. Now I'm for believe me. Say me you are too black, and I'm very dark, and I have really pink lips. So maybe man only think
from afar.
I saw So that season was there. Everybody that knows me. In Accra, New Town. No more for me. I'm a lipstick because I'm not yet pink. And it's rather unfortunate. And the people are paying thousands of dollars to get lips like mine. So anyway, I sit here. Free.
No more
So I told me team. But then from there, now for me, the time I started radio, now for yes, Facebook, we have a Facebook Live. Hear me. It was really intimidating.
It was ringing in your mind that if you go live, it might.
And I have a very, if I sit behind radio and I'm doing like a brunch time show or a late night show, ube famila. My voice, like I can do things with my voice. So I was so comfortable. Name a comfort zone. I was so comfortable because
being anonymous was cool.
And stuff like that. So then I stopped media for a while. Then I came back again. But then so when I stopped media, I went to work with Lene Services. I was trained as an HR executive. So when I came back into media, I went to Atinka Media Village and I was HR. That was what I was doing. Now, media, I could actually spot people on TV and I say, can you say? What can you say? I could do that. But me, I'd never want to go on there. Ricky Anoche.
Hey.
Those types. No.
Chama Ricky.
Yes. No, I think. No, catch him say, yeah. Why don't you do it? So he was trying to put a show together for me to do, but it never came on and I left. I think. Me jai cried and me beton Adrian. Me see media no cry me nibio.
I didn't hear.
So I left Atinka, I think after 2 years, and I'm free Atinka. Then I wanted to start my own business. So now me ton Adriani. I came to do the food business and I was only selling for, okay, so most of my clients were single men in their mid 40s and stuff because now me use soups and stews and
you need their chef fridge.
movie.
Rice cooker.
So that's what I was doing. To me, for some time. So sometimes I'll share my opinion on one or two issues, put it on social media and stuff. One day, me a video go viral, even in Nigeria. Then I had a call from Kofori. And then he said, look, I think that you have something. I want you to come and host a show at Bright TV.
Okay.
Then I said, okay. When I went to Bright TV,
Now Kofori capacity of Bright TV a day?
No, general manager.
General manager, yes. Okay.
So, a friend me na me kwa me ne kasa no see. And today you do ye be show no. Or see ye be with tree. Na me say why tree.
Just say.
To me, if it's radio, I'm starting brofun kwana. And if you know Tommy and forcing, brofun the Atlantis radio, brofun. One of the VOM air brofun. Ain't no me tree dear. No, so yeah, to me. So I started learning. So I started tree presenting in Bright TV.
Oh,
yes. All my life it was English. Until me started tree presenting on Bright TV. Then Okachi or say we can say. So he helped me build that, presentation in Chia, and I'm able to sit on Peace FM and host a show, a station I've listened to all my life when I was growing up, and I'm on UTV and other places that So basically that's it.
So if I'm to get it right, we've been in virtually for more than a decade plus. Have you realized that dream?
Not yet.
We
didn't do her cry.
As at that time, I know radio, not then, and media, not then now, so achieve.
Okay, so that's a deep question.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted was to share my opinions across, and hopefully people will align with me.
Okay.
In a way. I wanted to be heard.
Okay.
I wanted to be that woman who is articulate, who is bold, who can speak her mind respectfully. I wanted to be known for that.
Okay.
And I think gradually I'm getting there.
Okay.
I don't think I'm there yet. I'm still working. Sometimes you can say things and you don't say it well and all of that. So I'm still working. I'm still working towards that. But I think the dream, is coming to reality.
What is that misconception about the MC Yaa Yeboah brand?
I'm very disrespectful.
That's the misconception.
Yeah.
But entisa.
Yeah. So what me?
Medium audience in there.
So that's a misconception out there.
Do you think market, where when I say a market, I'm talking about Ghanaians and worldwide. Do you think we because I've chanced on several people posting this on social media that there's a thin line between being arrogant and being disrespectful, plus being bold. So lines, and yet clearly defined on each level. Do you think Ghanaians have issues identifying these behaviors?
Let me say this carefully. I think we do, with all due respect, because someone will clearly express their opinion in the most constructive way that they can. But yet people will think, oh, she's too known. She thinks she has all the say. She thinks she's this. And you cannot control that, really. You can't. The last time Obi betrayed me, one of my videos, I said, as for this girl, I don't like her at all. She's then. I said, don't worry, give me time. You like me. Reason is because me can't sema yet. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Me can't say be now feels asem when and I'm person then
that day they
what am I say? Then only me be aligning. So I think say line na ye betre say there be onye so muadi o na adwen no che enye say a lot of us, especially, will share some of the comments on social media now.
But what do you think is the reason why we're not able to accept opinions of others? What do you think is the reason?
As a people, I think it's mostly because we were not given that room to express our opinion like that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, in a typical African home, you dare not speak. Maybe what you are saying is
true.
So growing up, we were trained not to speak too much. You don't complain about this too much. You don't say this too much. The moment you break it free, now you find your feet in life as a person and stuff. can't say obi tie because of entity ye na ye woni nti no ye hu onipa say omwa de kra bibi obeka say. I believe in constructing constructively.
Yeah.
Criticizing constructively.
Yeah.
But did attempt now we obi now we say so those things I know that one mean for us. But I think as people will see do baby I will say this is somebody's opinion. It's not necessarily a fact.
Exactly.
And yes, I can't also my dream I make also what dream
exactly
into also share what dream. But I think say ya na nkofo bibi how can omonti ase me menti ase a menya wa asem no mu na maka.
Okay.
Okay. Simple and
MC Yaa Yeboah, I'm a special guest at Loud Lounge. So, and let's say in a back-to-back international conversation, local conversation. You're coming in a boom. What you are saying, you stay. Wait to my first convo, we say, I check it in a more professional way. What you are saying, if I played brand and say, will be. Now, we feel it. On social media, or presence or social media, and from time to time, it go out to me, they stay, you be too honor. As I said, some social media and its influence in media. May assure say you've seen it from your days traveling from traditional media and social media. There's always this conversation that pops up. Say social media has taken the relevance of traditional media away.
It's not entirely true.
Okay, what's your stand on
It's
that?
not entirely true because I think traditional media still plays an integral part in our media space now. But then again, you cannot also deny the power that social media has brought and the reach. Because say you record a video now, Chatuma, you can reach about millions of people, if I'm not exaggerating, millions of people within the shortest possible time. It doesn't also mean it's a traditional media because mind you, there are people that still don't come on social media. They don't even have a gadget that, but you see
that can give them access to it.
Exactly. So the social media space is growing rapidly and it looks like that's where the future is headed. But now even the traditional media are trying to fuse in that current trend so that they don't get outdated. They are making a message. So now most of the things that a trendy social media, we are bringing it on the traditional media, which will always be there. There are people that will still prefer to watch their television and their TV no phones. So traditional media no phones. So I know so social media is outgrowing and is growing fast and rapidly. But traditional media is following along in kakankaka. It's outdated.
Women in media, very few, because in recent time now, hot budget or like hot topics, and especially around entertainment, politics. Now, it must try as much as possible to stay away. I don't know if it came from the programming angle or maybe the leadership of the media houses. And then but in recent times, we've seen a lot of women jump into the forefront of hard convo. And you're one of them. In fact, Ghana has a or more conversation so grab the bull by the horn. At one yes, I'm more fire.
I know, right?
So when at what point in your life were you that confident that
I think I've always been confident too, really. I've always been, despite the fact that yes, I didn't you see, Slim, I didn't say me no. Until I am for social media, one time we say I know because I never got here on merit of beauty. Do you understand? The women in this media space, now for 3 years, the likes of Tilly, the likes of Vida, the likes of Sally, myself, and other female, pundits or whatever. We didn't get here on merit of beauty. We got here on merit of what we offer upstairs.
Okay.
So that insult and it doesn't let me speak for myself. It doesn't take anything away from what I do.
Okay.
I didn't get here on merit of beauty. It means a standard of beauty. Never describing me. What about them? What are you talking about?
You are mad.
What are you saying?
Mad.
We go here because of ebia yenim de kakra bi a yewa yetumi de kan asem money create a better industry conversation.
Yeah.
We got here on merit of what we have to contribute when it comes to conversations that are driving the day. Not because you were too near what hips na you fuye flat na you koko ni no.
They said you were describing Oko baby as a who describe what you say what two hips now you koko and fuye flat.
So unse titino na I don't know. I said na Ghana how you koko na ho afe. I don't know. Intina a lot of people they bleach.
Ampa.
Nyame cannot say now you tuntuma o feel say chale oba tundu so you be crab onyum ka so oba kokwa o da dem kra no adum kania obehu no na ti say ye tuntum ne ye say pass no obi
why is it 12:30
what midnight. So it also sets the tone for that conversation and I'm Marco. So it got to a time now Marco call price pa.
The wedding.
Yes. Because that was the standard of beauty at the time.
Okay.
Send I make not say, but yeah, no one there.
More knowledge in the bar industry.
In
natural
knowledge.
Has there ever been a time that crossed your mind said, Jack, ignore we may have my Mrs. Samakala.
Oh, there be not for a Juma.
One should uncle Fapu Claire.
There be. Slim meaning was ongu. See many hard time girls nanate. I'm talking hardcore girls, like Killers. I'm telling you, big shout out to Accra Newtown. Now more pom. I saw all sorts and manner of things. But I never tried to bleach myself. Do you even know why?
Tell me.
Because Slim me pasra.
Debi
me timi kuto me fa me na ho maybe am a shatare na show no na me ko enti guess what me ba be pa wa wo hwe se dia kale etie ya na me nya time as me se kokwa ya toto
ampa
me nya time a me say enti mean to me in the first place. So it really never occurred to me it never occurred to me to.
But so how challenging has it been in this industry? Male dominated. Has there ever been a time that you walk into a room and then you felt like Charlie, as a man, so as a man, crime or more expressive? Has there ever been a time like that?
For me, I never found it challenging.
Yeah.
Like, because for people like the Arnold, Abeku Santanas, the Bulldogs, the Ola Michaels, and all these men, when I watch them on TV, I admired them.
Okay.
I feel like someone came in and I never saw them as a competition. If anything, I learned from them.
Okay.
So for me, when I'm entering a room full of men going to have a discussion, no crying about my confidence because I'm the only woman there, Yeah. So I feel honored. No, maybe the word is not honored, but I feel like, okay, I must be doing something to be noticed. So for me, dear, I never saw it as a competition or it never intimidated me. I only learned from these people to also be able to build myself.
Or call to join UTV, any United Showbiz team, no? Or despite media first on the radio, and Sana call neighbor to United Showbiz.
Yes. So I think I started. Then again, let me use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Yaa Yeboah.
Chairman.
Yes, thank you to him. He invited me on his show, Entertainment Review, because your topic be about Benakoko. At the time.
Yeah.
Now me share video, now me share said the memo go almost Avina Koko. That time it was when you say only Eugene. I mean. And I was so peeved. I said, how can men be sitting down and laughing? And because in my heart of hearts, I thought the woman was going through some challenge that she needed help. You understand?
Yeah.
So when I saw the video, I was so peeved and I did, let me borrow your word, editorial.
Simple.
What I say? So me share my drink kakao assembly then it went viral. Now go see about your friends. Matisa waka say. Into bra studio. Na bra na bet show I drink. I'm say me mommy there. But say about you say well mean to me for so. But say Bana say you don't like it you can go. But I feel like aside from whatever it is that is going viral, me feel say. Bibi wo mwa like I was Obanam CEO Martina McCoy. So that's how it started. I went on Yaa Yeboah show. Then from there I was going on Ola Michael's show. Then from there to UTV.
Oh, okay. I want to have you father. What's not here?
What? Father cry. Hey, father, to come on United Show be saying enough for me. Father will have to monitor you, and to me, answer about United Show. Father can say, oh, me person me do basho no so but me share. You understand? So it's not just easy that when him Santini do about it doesn't work like that. It goes through some process.
Okay, so the time who said Obaso during I think Miss G. Yes. When Miss G took over and Obeka force and then me assure said during that time I did a couple of editorials. I mean who calls back and said before you can say, oh yeah, definitely. So when we say then you try to book a scene who I am and similar banana wedding kakra. But then the shift, any issues are now I think I had Arnold here, many bulldogs who had the home come out the same platform, they've been sitting on the seat. And the atmosphere when McBrown left with the atmosphere of the introduction of Miss G, there was some rift be an air course online. People were trying to measure, audience. So they in air call, wine the air there because definitely it's McBrown icon.
Yeah.
And Miss G was a industry lady out, so she knows her way in the industry. Nanama McBrown, more or less like a figure. But industry and industry conversation, you don't find her in it. Miss G is industry and industry conversation.
So she knows the ins and outs of the entertainment.
Exactly. But because now I never treat numbers and also, that seemingly beef between UTV and Media General, it was how was tension in the studio? How was it like? When you were about to start production, was it?
Well, fortunately or unfortunately for me, I was not there at the time.
Okay.
When I came over, Miss G had taken over the show and it was solid.
Okay.
And I made me bang. So I can't speak to that intense fire or whatever it is. But what I know is that, like you rightly said, Miss G will be our entertainment journalist. So she does the job flawlessly and effortlessly. She thinks on her feet. She knows the industry questions and things to say and whatnot. Yeah. So for me, Mimi Koye dear. Speaking to my experience, I didn't see any tension.
Competition.
You see, I don't know. That's a misconception a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever been told what to say or what to do when they come on that show.
People also have that theory, idea, say,
nobody.
Say I'm on fire and
never.
It's fun and shed and creative.
Never. A bean seeder. To the best of it has never happened. Listen, this is a show that has strong, opinionated people. Look at Bulldog. Look at Arnold. Look at Vida. Look at me. Look at what's the name? Whitney and Amanda. These are people that have opinions of their own. Nobody has ever tried to
control
Never ever. It has never happened.
Okay, so when the topic
I don't think, Slim, and let me also debunk this in the heads of people. I don't think, any businessman will sit down to say, does it make sense?
It really doesn't. But in the grand scheme of things too, I mean, it might work.
No. It doesn't work like that. That show has people that are highly opinionated and they know the ins and outs of the industry. So they speak with fact and they know what they are talking about. Okay. So you can't really manipulate them or try to, no. If anything, cry, you'll be fire, but Yeah, but say eventually, what you say?
Number two, Miss G is here because it's a question marks where 388.7 billion questions.
I don't think I'm the right person to ask this question, honestly, because I'm just a pundit on the show. But the truth is that Miss G Aqua was so. And you know that for a woman, when you go and give birth and you
can be right here, say, Mammy Sambusa Sassim because Musa Arnold and a Boogod. So, but your Matis is $2 he can be baby. Now let me give you the figure that I had. I had two figures. Yes, per episode will be or trans will be at $500.
Yeah.
True or false?
Matisa. No, ye pa.
In dollars.
Ye pa.
Yes, you physical dollars.
Only Father Dixon na year juma.
Yes, physical.
You see, one of the things that they be a mechanism. Father Dixon, I doff my hat. He is one man that understands the business that we are in.
Yeah.
And so he appreciates our efforts very well.
Yeah.
Very, very well. That's all I can say.
That be what am I range?
Yeah, me range the me mau, but it's yeah kayi pa. Who's the me yes say me boys no more miska. No, but the money is good. Very good.
Very, very good.
Extremely good.
Would that be the highest you've ever received in the media business?
Maybe yes, as a pundit. Yes.
As a pundit, yes. Yeah. So there's a separation. Your job on Despite Media, they pay you that one differently, and also when you pundit per episode on UTV. Yeah. And that must be amazing, man. Because I mean,
like I said, you are working with Father Dixon. What do you expect?
International Father. Chuchema, go Father. Big up on your chest.
Very, very good money. It's I think I said yes.
Said me can was idiot. So okay, skasa no about start so
me dream Saturday baby
So that means when you are not billed to be on the show for the episode, that means you are not going to get paid. Yeah,
so say you come on as a pundit and you get paid as and when you come.
Okay.
So if you are not billed, obviously, so if you
definitely. So that means anyone will drop out.
As a unim. So what when I was show sir, you are in your casano but the money is good. It's very good.
But congratulations to you, you guys. It's become a cultural show that shapes narrative every weekend. We get to listen to industry like gurus now, share their opinion, and then it takes off from there. And I mean, me as a content creator, sometimes I build my content around it, and you shape also other content creators. So I want to give you guys your flowers. But on United Showbiz. Sembo for United Showbiz, man.
The biggest entertainment show in Ghana.
Yes.
It's not even arguable. If you want to argue with your China phones.
Or if you don't like it, just find the nearest transformer and hug it.
What I say? Electric and fan mudi ano wabani abonko.
It works. For next time, Amenya team, I want to get some of the team members, and then we'll have a conversation.
Like a table discussion.
Yes,
I'm sure
discussion
it can happen.
on how it feels to be like on that show. Because we need shows like that in our entertainment space, and I think that show has brought a different perspective to how people view entertainers and media personalities. Because there's been that narrative out there saying Krofu Mukobolo for among Kenyans Asembia na. I mean, from the whole entertainment industry, if I say I grow for. Okay. But when you watch the show, you see the level of people that are on it, the class of people, said your madrim mudo, and sometimes you and these people are like Amako school, premium proper, like highly landed people, and then they're on discussing entertainment. You guys have actually added a lot of value.
Wow.
To it. So big ups to you. Another round of applause for United Showbiz. Where them flowers, where mama say. Flowers no there. But back to media and some of the issues with respect to media. Moving from one station to the other, then the influence with decision.
As in how?
Would then the influencer will say, okay, unim Kofu Wimaba say many juma. Then I'll be sure first before you move.
I think how the bosses relate to the staff. How? Because when we say Juman, like you said, for a very long time, no Kofubu you say atetekwa. In when you be to say Father Dixon, oni me Jumana si no ti Jumana si obema without due respect.
Yeah.
Ube frustrated. What am I say? Maybe I know akwa PA or another media house, you be only pan a businessman. And now what baby you can saying media radio and I say baby. Or no nisi can or to be frustrate you.
Yeah.
So these are the things that I look at for. I look at only pan or media knowledge or what. If you don't have the knowledge, I cannot work with you because I have worked with people who were just businessmen and not media smart. And it's very frustrating.
And here now, sa place na name is call.
There be to me modi. There be.
Oh, I didn't hear.
There be to me more.
Oh, so okay. As bold
Don't
as
try
you are.
and find another way to ask the same question.
No, but I said it at a point that migration from, so I've done virtually radio in every region. Me the northern and Volta region, I mean Yankoi, but virtually every region in Ghana I've been there. Now I spent years in most of these travels. Now there's one radio station, even in my hometown, Kumasi, Ashanti region, that I moved to that I realized that I shouldn't have done that movement. I was working with Angel Broadcasting. I moved from programs manager to a general manager position. And even at that topmost level, I still felt that because I realized that just like how you said, not your vision, mimi vision, and that of the whole media
vision.
Yeah, so it does not mean say be Bonnie be and I say the place was bad, but it could be that baby and now who say bit may develop a Druno. Anyhow, they also went about it. You were just not aligned. I mean, it's not in a bad context. Question.
No, I get it, but I'm just not answering because I know these people and I know how they can take certain feedbacks because I experienced it whilst I was with them. So I know that coming to say it on air is going to, I'm not ready for that drama.
That drama, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. I'm missing me body.
But okay, please, Benson, this atmosphere, this place is a career destination.
Despite media.
Career destination.
Yeah. Yeah. Extremely well. They understand the job. I'm coming up with a new show. Yeah. There's a new show that we're going to be doing on United TV. And you should see the production, the line. Oh, it's just, it makes you feel happy. Like, finally someone aligns with your dreams and aspirations. So big shout outs to Father and of course, Roger of UTV. It's just admirable how they understand so much. Even when it comes to the thoughts that goes into production alone, it's just wonderful.
In between English media and Tree media, there's also been that misconceptions. I mean, so I
tell you, when I entered Despite Media, I saw some of the old English broadcast Chi broadcasters no more. There are few people that have had the opportunity to get close with school. Some of them are doing they've done their masters, some of them done PhD, some of them are doing law. You understand? So in fact, no crane say, until we entered the media proper. Then we under these people are actually to even be given an English script. Now we'll transfer a and not for me.
Yes, you're kind of
news ni brofum. No makai. Ni chi na send obi asebi uncle school ye no tia. And that's a powerful skill for communication. I remember those days. I'm a mommy. Ni radio at a piece of onyin fi ho. You do light and yes, and a piece of because this woman uncle school, Papa Bia, Brofu Benot, but onim dear Kosunina because someone has been able to communicate effectively to her to understand the fact of the issue. And it's not easy. And it's a perception nani was omu country, omu sebio, omu school. No, they are very look at Kwame Nkrumah here like this.
Yeah,
look at Kusi Abuaje, Mame, is it Kunedu? Like a lot of them, the schools that they've gone to and stuff. Sometimes when I'm talking to them, I say, Charlie, I was saying Sako school, not just say, I'm telling you, it's just crazy. So there's also that perception in them.
Okay, so there's also this perception in between entertainment journalists and political journalists and obviously sports broadcasters. I think in Accra, and I mean who said the value of sports broadcasters, they have some value, but premium is not being placed on them as much as in Kumasi. Because Kumasi is virtually politics, sports, and then entertainment follows. But is that same at where you are or wherever you find yourself? Like premium, is it equal across board when it comes to...
You mean for Despite Media?
Yes.
I think it's equal because entertainment, news, sports, even down to agriculture, programs and so geomedia. So
on the budget,
yes, we are when the budgets in Obia, when the audience are or carry along.
No, me catch us way because say a 12 year so one more year program say for time as soon. Also, entertainment show. I know they are saying,
I don't think
30 minutes be.
Maybe it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't. No, it doesn't happen. One say, share channels now. It never came across to me as wait there.
Yes, I knew be and I say,
as a unya bibia, open sports, unim timer. I was open news, unim time, open agricultural programs, unim time, open law programs, unim time. So every program there, no, ne kind of say, ne belt. I gave a campaign near Sanka, United TV by, later and Sana, entertainment show, United Showbiz by. So, yeah.
It's almost TV and I be around smooth. But Yaa Yeboah be in radio station CCA. Your mouse can and I'll be a radio station. Or unlimited budget to poach whoever you want.
To poach.
Be a presenter, be a pay from a Sandema, a BBC Azim. Be a pay so funny be a who's got with me, their fun. But your show program now, she free and pa, they be saying, remember,
yes, Beni.
Yanko, fire, to Jana, more fire. To go.
For anopa morning show.
Type of morning show, Ben Abe, where political and Abe entertainment and our sports, then Abe.
Hey, I think I would do sports.
Where you are no passports?
Yes.
Why now form?
Mefa Sadiq Adams. Mefa Danko Yeboah. Mefa Abate. Wanampobio.
Why you hosty?
Sadiq Adams be hosty. Danko Yeboah and Subewo and Abate. I think these are the three I'll pick for sports.
3. I pick it morning.
Morning. Then
6 to 10.
6 to 10 year branch one.
No, 6 and not past 6 to 8 morning show 10 and I'll be about 6 to 9.
6 to 9. Mefa Halifax.
Okay. It's mid-morning.
Yes.
Halifax.
Yes.
Type of morning, mid-morning burn on you.
Interviews, lifestyle, a little bit of entertainment and stuff like that. Mefa Halifax.
Okay.
Because he has some funny way of speaking chi and it's so nice. It keeps you calm and his interpretation of certain things are very funny.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mefa Halifax.
Fantastic.
Then about
what about lunch?
Lunch Mefa Mami Kunedu, the woman at Peace FM. Or Katri Pa already. The voice is so soothing, like very calm. So so I pick him. Then who else?
Okay. I feel near about drive time.
Drive time. Mefa Giovanni
Caleb.
Giovanni. No, we are Nika. Say drive time. No, and I mefa Odia Hinkai. Odia Hinkai for drive time too is sick. Yes.
Okay.
Odia Hinkai Nuchi na Giovanni so de ne brofo fra.
No one news and shim.
News. News so me. News so who here but media and camera radio stations are news and me no you read headlines for
bits and pieces.
Yes.
Near queen. Okay. But when I be fan out be news na shim no in between. When be news nation.
News.
What you doing when you call after drive?
You call after drive here then evening time.
Evening time after young friends be 7 from 7 to 9 as
Dr. Pounce.
Across evening mail.
What you say?
Get
Mefa Dr. Pounce. And for my Saturday entertainment show, Mefa Kwesi Aboagye.
Kwesi Aboagye better open in case you na kasa. Number say so.
Yes. Yeah, basically that's it.
Sana obviously radio. But radio ni din say.
Hey, Slim, me
Yaa Yeboah 106.9. You're going so my special guest in the studio MC Yaa Yeboah on the Loud Night. We're having this wonderful conversation. Meaning say media space opens the door for opportunities, baby.
Yeah.
It gives you access to people that maybe and it gives you address as a matter of fact. Oh, your friend say me waha. and with that, it opens doors, unlimited opportunities and all that. Recently, I've seen your involvement with Ghana Music Awards.
Yes.
As the PR, and I mean, who, me call like and I'm a two, emojis be to see my girl on that level. This is a big feat. How has it been journey throughout? What do your relationship and it started for you?
Well, I think it started from last year.
Yeah.
Last year, called Ghana Music Awards USA. Then we went to I made the kind koi. I think I made the kind 2 weeks earlier than time our other team nearby because we said Omni United Showbiz are partner.
Yeah.
So we were all supposed to go and do United Showbiz from America. And see, when I went there, I helped in advocating. I helped in talking about the awards, social media videos, 1 or 2, and like. So I think when I'm running soon, and I was almost choosy a PR, they considered me looking at. And your man, my knowing that, okay, your man is not she can really do it well. So my relationship with Ghana Music was US, has always been like that, yeah.
And when I just said, I'm really drew, I'm far people and say, any MC Yaa Yeboah,
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
big ups to Dundee, baby. Don't big ups to yourself. Big ups to yourself. Don't. You're very, very amazing and interesting guy. As a matter of fact, I mean, the first time I met Don, that would be in I think the last 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
DJ Ras, Sankofa Radio, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
So near a program be Virginia, now Don so Ghana Music Awards. I think he did the introduction. I've not been to Ghana Music Awards USA before.
Oh, you have not?
I've not been to.
Why? You're really missing out.
Most of the time, I my free Masaba back to Ghana.
Back to Ghana. Okay. This year they was so okay.
Said this year, was me.
Now so you're American citizen. And today I'm now here.
I'm for information and trouble. But yeah, I know my bitch.
Information they be hopa.
They mean to me and tells me me call 1 week, 2 weeks Masaba back to Ghana, 1 week, 2 weeks Masaba back to Ghana. But for this year they may try pass.
I was but because this year Ghana Music Awards USA is going to be
difference in here then because
mind blowing.
There were reservations on Ghanaian event in America.
What are your reservations?
Okay, so my reservations, and I'll feel free and talk about some of them. But my main man Hashim, Ghana Entertainment Awards, I feel he's going through a lot of challenges. One has to be the time Ghanaians pull up for the event. I've been to Ghana Entertainment Awards from 2019, 2020, 2021, 3 years in a row. I can tell you, sir, most of the time they can't even mention categories where 10 winners. And
not
then
time as soon.
We have to.
It's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. It's
because one thing I've realized, they say Abrotre auditoriums near the entire Ghana. Yeah, about 10 p.m. at 10 Bob in Pacho.
I was so goofy.
But please, can you go up, por favor? Please go out. But yet, see, say Ghana for so Abrotre no with time no. Who say. Sa yesu ban ni ebeko program time aye pe no emwayin
10 till mama calls mama be never for
what you say enti say no die o ma ba beti as enti say no wo share time na o mom time o mo ba because o nim so man tem ni an starting tem afi agrona so no na we see pon enti say o mo ba tem for instance Ghana Music Awards USA last year. It was spot on.
Then I'm here in Atlantic City. No?
I think it's a new period that then I was not involved. I think you knew in previous years. But this year, then Atlantic City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this year we are going back to Atlantic City. Last year it was a hotel. Yeah, we did it in a hotel, New Jersey, in the auditorium. And by the time even not once in a year United Showbiz. And yeah. And to me kofa through United Showbiz kakra me call back now why man.
Now, bomber day.
And we close exactly on time. I read everything. and Sana Yeponye.
Okay.
So
performances,
yes. We had Dinah Hamilton, Prayer, Nana NYC, what's I say? Empress Gifty be performing. My boy Prayer, right? My boy Sister Fia.
Okay.
Ebe performing. Who else? I think they had other gospel artists in conform who were performing. So it was live performances. So it was just beautiful. Last year, challenge by quite and said now we were overwhelmed with the numbers of people nearby.
Okay.
Now you need na say. Even though we sold the tickets out, a lot of people came there thinking and kwamubenya tickets ni be ato.
Okay.
Ewoho. It's your hoye mapa. Hence why this time around we decided to move to Atlantic City because that's a much bigger space, a much bigger auditorium.
Yeah.
And Ghana Music Awards, so in 3 days. It's not just a 1-day event.
Yeah.
It's 3 days. So on the 15th, we do a pre-party. They welcome me on Manfon because Atlantic City is a huge hotel. Into here, they welcome me on Manfon. Pre-party. We do the beach party and stuff like that to welcome people, let them feel at home, relax, socialize and everything. Then on the 16th, we do the main event.
So it's the 15th and the 16th of August.
So it's the 5th. So the main event is on the 16th of August.
Okay.
But we have a pre-party on the 15th.
On the 15th.
And then the main event comes on the 16th. We do an after party. Then on the 17th, we do a fufu party.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Fufu party
on the 17th and me as it was over. So on the 17th, we are doing a fufu party to crown it all. What yes, say Sunday special fufu bini adi a kokam pa. So that's what we'll be doing.
And bad. But that's why give me any right now. So
that's what we'll be doing.
So Jersey, Atlantic City, right? On action in
yes, on action.
And performances more.
We are yet to review because in fact on Saturday we are which is on the 24th of May, and you be announcing nominees, United Showbiz. You know that the official media partners for Ghana Music Awards USA, United Television, and especially with United Showbiz. And it's Saturday where be nominee announcement, bodin one qualifier cohort. So we have about 37 categories, and we have 14 for Ghana. I'm checking my phone just to get it right. We have 14 for Ghana and 23 for the diaspora, which is American artists, because when him say one of the main focus of a year, so 14 for Ghana, 23 for diasporans. One of the main focus, and as I mean, say you need to adi humba kwa GMA USA, say you be bridge gap between diasporan artists and Ghanaian artists. One said they are Ghana artists for you to me ko USA, you ko show, Shasenia, Kim Promise Mo, Black Sharif, Bo, Edem, Eko Ye shows, Be Stone Boy, Aqua Ye shows, any idea. What we are trying to do is to bridge that gap. Senya ye homegrown artists or more Ghana ha etumi kwama no ni kobo mu shows any other than sasuna diasporan artists no more and be maybe omo betumi aba Ghana omo be puli crowd aba bebo show ni ade. Take for instance at the Japan say he's been a main beneficiary of this because he say to me eba Ghana more yeni releases waha ni adiadia ebi wo hobe to me ababa be shows say emrene so. So that is one of our main focus as the GMA USA. Into we be say adena nominees no I say Ghana DSUNA USA and what is that's the explanation to it. So we want to focus more on the diasporan artists because I'm telling you, we have some fantastic artists there. They say, see crowd what Ghana high crisis. They say what crowd to say no who is a diasporan artist. We have a lot. Nana NYC no you say Shatabiwo and when he comes on stage, man, he has the swag. Said that nipa budget is Sonia the other. So we are trying to bridge that gap. And with time, I believe, we will get them.
There are a couple of artists that in Ghanaian artists based
in the US,
like so super dope. QP Vibes, shout out going out to you.
Kojo Black.
Yes,
they have a lot of
6'4". There's one guy 6'4". In fact, he's actually 6'4". Tall,
wow.
tall dark man. what's up, Bob? Oh, yeah, girls in the Hey, girls in the 264, big ups to you.
Right.
MWDC, I can't want to say, NYC, I mean, he virtually runs New York.
Yeah.
He virtually
I didn't know, man.
No,
our fans,
NYC.
It's crazy.
Shout out going out to MW in the Bronx, 167 phone in the Chacha gang in pull up near Kata gang signs and
what I say, this
these artists are amazing. The only issue that is with the community is I feel event promoters in the state, Ghanaian event promoters don't actually amplify their works because it's supposed to be hand in hand. Say artists, event now, the Ghanaian artists about these artists there should also get the opportunity to perform. Now, I'm saying this at the back of a convo that happened on Daybreak here, Abraham my Godfather and Dusty. And we had one artist who is New York based. He came through. I mean, he recognized me, but I didn't because we met in one boat cruise. And I know he didn't come on. So even show be our call. So and it was organized by the same group of people. He had to go sell tickets. And it was also to get, is that the same thing with the Ghana Music Awards? Do you also?
No, not at all. Like I said, one of our main focuses on these diasporan artists.
Okay.
Womuna min can say ye pesi ye boa ni pejo muso edu baby a womo bagana ha na ka say nana NYC obi say oh that's nana NYC, oh that's that's at the Japan, that's this person, that's that person, and see that doesn't happen there.
So if somebody wants to be a part of it, and I'm asking because these boys, they are always in my DM. If or
like a diasporan artist,
Ghanaian-based artist or America, or person bar on board, or person be a performance, and I say it be a nomination called filing and I be how.
Oh, say nomination filing ni dia ye be mo bia, but time netwem do, but ye be mo bia.
Okay, inside process need to say my education.
When you go on the website, who person will file for nominations, and you click on it, and I says you just follow the step by step, and then you submit your works. If say board and it's not say no share no because oh this is where you definitely become these are board made of highly knowledgeable industry people. And see be away kodwoberia tabia ofu so obi anim wo America wo de wonwuma to menwuma no na ekasama what you see so you don't have to pay anything or no it doesn't work like that.
But you say move on very nominees ni we are process of voting also by online and I say no.
One thing that sets Ghana Music Awards USA apart and is say your voting, academy votes, general public votes, ni na either online.
Okay, until you vote to a percentage,
yes,
visible,
very visible, and we're online. So as and when the public is voting, ni na the two online, send you will be able that transparency. Okay. So academy ni votes. And our board in the vote
But your quote saying is it like the Telecel Ghana Music Awards? Is it 30 board, 30 academy?
Okay, so it's 40-40-20. I think the general public is 40, board is 40, academy is 20.
Okay.
Yes.
It's 40-40-20.
Yes.
Let's 100%.
Yeah.
More professional way. So we know what side to abehu BBI yet to abani nyina obi abehu. Transparency said the 92 no more car sen ka JJ enye. Say onfa a transparent box embassy wo na odi tuma yibehu din a wato amana na so je ni gina wo na odi MPP for the kwa kushima we so say wait me aye. Intimidation by rough tactics. So
GMA USA awards voting is transparency is key for us.
Okay.
Because we don't want a situation where we need no because now we deserve it. Did you vote?
That is the question.
That's the question. And see, everything is there live. To me, as and when the public votes comes in, we update it. As and when the academy votes comes in, we update it. So everything is
comparing there. That of GMA USA to that of Ghana Music Awards, Ghana as who say the gap between, and as Fan said, the difference between the two would be what? What do you think the difference would be?
Difference, question where I'm careful to answer because Ghana Music Awards, Telecel Ghana Music Awards is 26 years.
Yeah.
Ghana Music Awards USA is 6 years.
20 years.
20 years difference.
Eso.
Baby, in as much as Ghana Music Awards USA, dear, on its feet, we are climbing and then we are learning quickly. There are certain mistakes I hear in the past years. We've corrected them. We've come back again. We are doing, but I feel we are building. We are building.
You're in the process of getting.
Yes, you can't just trash years of experience. The American so we are building and we will get there. And so demo be a mechanic say diasporan artists no nominees no endorse saying Ghana nominees
okay.
So the American yeah.
Is there a time I bet me a collaboration between Ghana Music Awards USA, Ghana Music Awards Europe, UK, all feeding into one big event as in
the diaspora?
Is there?
Well, it's possible. It's possible. That's all I can say. It's possible. Nothing is impossible under the sun.
One event be a nominees in so how you partner with Ghana Music Awards.
It's possible.
Ghana has almost what me. We would love to see something like that in the future.
I mean, it's just it's a gradual process.
Mami, who some of the exclusive categories are more?
Well, this year, one of the categories I'm super excited about a concert of the year.
Concert of the year.
Yes. So the minimum na be ya dream say your musicians womo Ghana hanum say womo work up.
True.
When it comes to womo crafts, when it comes to from debia ye din komo se panditry ye ni na ye womo bi. You can say we chale you who they are burn and no more ye they are Wizkid money and then you say chale be the record label. You forget some record label make it back you then make you do it. We don't really have that in Ghana. Yen sheda ni em say nam wana or shasi say no ye bibisa, but and to me and do nim pempen so and what say do. We don't really have that. So most of our musicians here, they invest a chunk of the money they get back into the craft. Near at the end of omobe bonyum, omobe ye releases, omobe promoti, omobe cha video, bebrena, omobotum, any ebia people that are around that are supporting. Omoye wia. Afesua woman form on san show with them film and tena hon ka say media say my image afesua almost sajun was crowned the whole year with a concert. And that is something that cannot be overlooked. That is something that needs to be rewarded. And Tina Ghana Music Awards ya tena seni adwene say no, these guys are really putting in the effort. So you say only akola kwa wo fie na o akola ba ko ade bia wo ye adwuma wo beba wa prepare fie wo just say wo ye adwuma fine e wo say wo bona baso. Santi na Ghana Music Awards I say this year no this our concert of the year and be kind categories and they are rewarding artists they put so much into their craft. So that's one of the categories I'm super excited about. They are can there Saturday almost UTV. Okay,
so Saturday UTV you be unveiling nominees for Ghana Music Awards USA and this is 6 years in 6 years running. In fact here say Yeboah.
Yeah, doing easy. It's some
for GMA USA. My idea for 6 years running there challenge easy. Now this 6 years investment.
Now most of these awards who this but then if you don't have the zeal and the power for it, to me and to us. So it's not that easy at all.
Exactly. Anyway, jumping into our final conversation, and it has to be Telecel Ghana Music Awards. You were there on the night, and you witnessed the event.
Maybe I told me tickets and I back.
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely
okay,
wrap up
then
with it. But the tickets, so I'm out for
tickets. No, I'm out for $200, $150, and $100.
Okay.
Or call eventbrite.com. Early bird tickets na out.
Okay.
What I realized last year, and say, and conform a brave, but last minute to the program, no, my friend, we will have a friend now you sold out. And Timinewa, ubeto ato, because event in the air the 16th of August.
Okay.
Or call eventbrite.com. Ube to me out of VVIP near $200.
Okay.
And a VIP near $150. And a regular near $100.
Simple.
Ain't no monkoto because tickets in the ways if our economy
and so tall. And so tall. Yeah, but now say hotel on the into hotel packaging soon ho. Say be person or bar money package be free state for be bar.
Oh there are rooms. Some hotel and Ankasa were rooms.
Yeah.
So most of the people last year, and go for a brain now, what mobile, they came to lodge in the hotel that
but scheme money price if you are package. Okay, me per ticket. Oh,
now maybe I'm a per room account. Maybe I need to have $1,000. Nini na no yebeye. Yes. Call various social media websites near your number will even on the website.
Eugene say Wakushima 18 years in Ghana. Boga Eugene also open.
So no better tickets by pen.
Yeah, Boga Eugene open and to say obeba. Ti Boga Eugene bi also and our banso a mimi nim di open.
Okay.
To bit ma small go near me bia dey. Aba show. Boga Eugene chacha we bia.
But you legal near ma legal.
Or near me bia o share them on so go hu ni nyina ko de send them say dey be ya.
I think the more semuno yeah design for me so your nominees launch new other be follow-up conversations near that we bring all of those
definitely stuff. This year I try so we there
I was so bavim because said you how be there no but you know say you are not invincible. You will be spotted.
Maybe I be teaching my chef pepper person. Na me pay boko. Say the me nya ho asamaka.
Yo, yeah.
Sanity. But Mambusa, TGMA, what impression about the whole show from start to finish?
Honestly, I think Semebo Chatter House Abaso, oh my idea, pa. It's not easy. It's not easy, Slim. Sika, time, consistency. Me de be me come answer my because here, what I've realized in this life is that when you start something and you can't be consistent.
Jai.
It's nothing to write home about. 26 years running. To me, I was see the Yaa Yeboah, say, but they always come back. Sometimes they come back with improvements. They go back to the drawing board. I think so. My idea, the overall show, it was nice. Mira auditorium, when I'm cast a Charlie, me share performance, I'm say Charlie, yakoyenim. And to say, can you know, is the stage now? You recall how you recall, but
track one.
What I see a DJ, yo, pull up there. You see the energy, the efforts that your artists need to show because they also want to prove a point to Ghana. Say we are worth it. So I think so far the event was good.
Best performance of the night.
Stonebwoy.
Top 3.
Stonebwoy, AEC. There's this other person. Stonebwoy, AEC, and Mami Tiwa.
Mami Tiwa, the only female vocalist of the year for life.
Yeah. I say yeah, for the two category in this.
I'm say for life.
Yeah.
Because the who never J Mike, you know. I to say
it doesn't change when you auto-tune and your way everything is natural.
Because auto-tune I'm sense some kakrabi because you've been one of the people are not ever say can promise team no. When you promise made an appearance for UTV so now in Sembi because na highway in so I shipa. Quite na me emotional analysis mo say heat be if you baby ba now checking we say UTV hono. Problem be about inside home. But yes, who a team Stonebwoy? Patro Yampa, true.
Oh, of course, yes. I think so. That is yes.
Oh, okay.
Undeniable.
Oh, okay. Okay. Patro now with them who are brad.
In fact, I was surprised.
Now way.
Oh, there be no way. I mean, he surprised all of us.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so.
DNT now who the second promise we need TGMA this year. What did he have that Team Stonebwoy did not have?
Slim. So I don't think it's per the criteria of the category definition. He had anything over Stonebwoy.
Okay.
However, at the end abato any 2 year. Into their KPMG case we didn't call him no bonidi. So that's what I'll say.
But the requirements of Adiana dear will be edape.
I think so. Obi and common in our woman qualifier can they will make it into that category.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in your view, Senka, I would be definitely give a Stonebwoy.
Yes.
But say Stonebwoy ni who an kawan bi on card be man.
I don't know.
Well, top 3 are now who say more category man no more strong. Hey, why?
Stonebwoy, Kim Paluta, Kim Promise. Yeah.
Okay, you say Kim Paluta, Kweku Smoke, Team Eternity.
Kweku Smoke, dear, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. Not because me Pacho. Let me get this right. Not because me very like. Then again, me sure say Ebia wanye Jumasa. He wouldn't make it into the category, but he was there. But the truth is that once the Ghana Music Awards, you can say popularity based awards. And honestly, big shout outs to that young champ because the show he pulled in December, it was was there. What am I saying? But the thing is that when you hit on the streets, you ask the common Ghanaian about their songs. Most of them don't know.
Oh, okay.
They are making what I'm saying. Okay. Most of them don't know. I know that the young guys and the young chap, ebinim. But the case said they are not tough rough form na. Say maybe I would do baby now about JJ, would baby now about Makoma, it was not there for me.
Okay.
My drink, no. It doesn't mean say maybe I pay data and statistics maybe are maybe to me as
okay.
But me my drink
who is saying rough for me.
Yes.
Ni system ni musa.
Yes. Okay. How many radio stations played Kweku Smoke song? Ask yourself that question. How many radio stations can you say that played Kweku Smoke song? You know? So because the radio play anyway, I can't.
It's also it's also in the okay. But I'm trying to say all these artists are no woman or man winning. What do you think? And I'm taking Stonebwoy out because Bempesa affiliation maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think went wrong in their bid to win the Artist of the Year?
Like you mean for all the other
other artists except Stonebwoy?
Well, for me, the Kweku Smoke, Team Eternity, and who else? Joe Metal. Honestly speaking, I think it was the because they were never in the lineup for conversations. It was Kim Paluta, Kim Promise, and Stonebwoy. Okay. All the conversations are cross-board. Team Eternity cried, because how do you submit your works for an award scheme? Obi and show up. My award and show up and beji. I don't understand because Obekaya, was it last year? They were billed to perform, but they didn't come. I don't know the reason there. But this year, they didn't even show up to take the awards. So I honestly don't know if they really want to be part of the scheme or I don't know. Because if you don't want to be part of the scheme, you won't go through the pain and process of submitting your works. So the moment you sit back and you submit because gone are the days, soon say sometime be now one submit to me nominated. But this time around it was not done. And correct me if I'm wrong.
You have permission to use your materials, your image and all that.
So until this time, wow, submit. So what's the point? If you submit and you don't even show up?
So sometimes if you don't submit and research picks your song up, they will still have to contact you for approval for.
Yes, and so you can say, oh, I don't want to be part of the scheme. Oh, I'm not interested. Oh, this year I don't have anything to submit. Then we move on. But you can't waste time. People will waste time. Research team will do research and stuff like that. And you don't show up.
Joe Metal see your intention of pulling out of the TGMA or the Ghana Music.
I think he shouldn't pull out. I think he should. See, Joe Metal is a fine musician. Yeah, can't gospel artist, a band critical. Yeah, do Grammy, Joe Metal can be.
Okay.
MOG. This other guy. Perez, can be. And among, other Dinah Hamilton. You understand? So I think he shouldn't pull out. I really want me article.
No article.
But minyaya and kamini jobe kasan me busan say I didn't know pull out.
Okay, so the reason according to the article has to be when it's a requirement of a year is being nominated. No, the requirement sometimes maybe no war near maybe also Juma fufu be also and then a backlashes how
Joe
to go
Metal,
about
excuse me, dear Debbie. Joe Metal has it. Joe Metal see so yeah. You know that I've been one of Joe Metal backup singers before.
Oh, okay. What back in that?
Yeah. Some time ago.
Nice.
I checked. That time nana me fanya me some personal sir.
I didn't say one funny person.
Me funny person, but person just the first nana me a church rats no. I had the opportunity to sing with him in a church.
Okay.
He was a doctor said na those times you rehearse was studio be was the dance woman station who said me. I check me nyacho Christ will be kai me ana oni me.
Oh, okay.
But Joe Metal baby and a brand they do know. He has a team.
And to sound come with you, said, "But
Debbie, I feel say he has a team. I was say one more year, you do way to a man. No matter brand that we build it over the years, very solid brand. A bear me Japan said you meant to be figure music was because a band of gospel fraternity, he brings the competition. He brings it.
Do you believe no deserve gospel artist of the year?
Yes, he deserves it. He deserves it. Initially, I was of the opinion that he didn't deserve it. I was of the opinion that, I was here at my Empress Gifty. But after the music awards, then we pulled a Juma and a Joe Metal. I'm like, whoa.
Anyway,
why Jumano?
Yamfa flowers.
Yes. Yamfa man. He's worked hard, just like all the other gospel musicians. But what makes someone who's away and technical award? I because it be a board and kwane betu anase. What will make someone have an edge over you when it comes to the vote?
Exactly.
What's a matter?
The votes now go yedia utiate.
So I think that Joe Metal should not resign or retire or whatever from the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. But at the end of the day, he has his choice as well.
My reason back on on online applications here come from camp of Kimpaluta. Ne PR MC portfolios who say a political affiliation to MPP, seemingly political affiliation.
Why
to
political affiliation?
Seemingly political affiliation to the MPP since I know about me Koto as a no perform about me stages.
Why
Kimpaluta.
Oh, okay.
Who say and also it may affect any votes. Do you agree to that?
Na me sa performance na portfolio di dwan ya sumi na say nye Paluta nkwa na perform me wo can say
MPP
political stage so other musicians performed on a political stage. I think say we should rise above that conversation because yes, we hurt our artists. An artist should be at liberty to perform at any stage or person or performing without us necessarily tagging him to that political party. Patrol they make a note say. I was say a sudden Kweku Smoke. I was say a sudden Paluta. I was say a sudden Joe Metal. A sudden Dinah Hamilton. E to me ko be a show. Ma MPP. Be a show. Ma NDC. Be a show. Ma CPP. Be a show. At the end of the day, it is the talent that you're selling.
Oh yeah, Juma.
What you say? They don't go and stand on the say me tuaba ma asimesi to tuaba ma asimesi. Yes, no.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We limit our artists, and it's so painful because that is also another source of income for these artists that are working so hard. Some of them they don't make profits like that too, because they come benye biya. You will see a music video. You try na ebane yonko so. Do you just say man about saw the podcast? I say so. Video
video no darkness.
What you say? So these artists, almost so much slim. If you look at the work and efforts that they put in their craft, let's not do that to them. They should be at liberty to perform for whichever party they want to perform for. Okay. So long as call nebeban, it was so much to me. I perform no much.
Do you believe it can affect your vote? If you mount any political platform, do you believe it can affect your vote as an artist in this populist award scheme?
I don't want to believe so.
Say a bit more, sir.
Debbie, I don't want to believe so because yes, I know some Ghanaian, when it comes to politics, we are very petty.
Very, very petty and personal.
We are very, very petty. And the last time I gave an example, like my mother like this, she said she doesn't like umbrella because it's NDC Ashen so there. You know, like when it comes to politics, most of our Ghanaian people can be very petty. Yeah. But the reason why I'm in person, I want us to rise above that. Above that. They are making a political lumba. Did a huge political song for
Nana Kufuado.
Come on, Lumba is still Lumba. Kwabna, Ayebi, Samini, Ayebi. Who else? Omodoso, Lucky Mensa, various political parties near there. So I feel like, look at the brilliant song and and then I say, most of these political parties, they all are musicians because they are able to capture their entire manifesto in one song in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, come on,
What's he say? So how do we then sit here and say so because political parties so I was affecting the vote in so pre-BBWG? I think such a non-starter.
A non-starter. In fact,
me,
okay.
Humbly.
Any Pacho issues Kakrebi or TGM? I have 2 issues. Red carpet. Your impression of the red carpet?
I think the red carpet was okay. We can do better.
Okay.
It was okay. I've complained about your host Nanomu, who's the red carpet. No, the questions were too monotonous. It was one question. There's nothing wrong with having a cue card where you can always refer and, now the questions no are too monotonous. And some of them, say, please, what is your name? Really?
You don't know the person,
Come on. And apart from that, someone said there's a producer for the red carpet. So I think that producer is supposed to my hosting red carpets there, where your best show say, DJ Slim is coming. He has a podcast called The Street is Watching. So then you get info. And as a presenter, some of these questions will team did that. So long as you know the person, you know where he's from, you can say, next up we have DJ Slim. He is, the host of The Street is Watching on YouTube. How has the show been? What do you say? How has the show been so far? Well, tonight is the TGMA. So you are
what
able
are you
to
wearing?
what do you say?
I'm wearing a jatafwa. Yes. You
are able to flow. So I think it was okay, but we can do better. Still the spacing, no a problem. Because I realized that when you enter, you have a first crop of media people that are approaching you. Before you get to the main red carpet. But I think it should be segmented where when a person is coming, the person is approaching the main red carpet first.
Okay.
Then there should be a space where all other media and you just say,
Okay. So red carpet done and dusted. Seating arrangements.
In the
everything.
It's too packed. So be sorry, I just say teacher blessing when I'm brofolo. Or say you scooch over, say say scoot or say scooch and son will be it's I say but then again we don't also have that venue where you get to be a hostess. So I'm sure with time it will get better.
Anyway, MC Yeboah say Jim Rena Patro Ghana Music Awards on the 15th, 16th and 17th. It's a weekend Atlantic City in New Jersey. Make sure so but you tickets and tickets are selling from $100 $100 to $200 $150 and $100. $100 Ghana cedis. Now dollar ni cedi to me na de kasa ansem wi $100 echo your sharp say number contact number na beto screen as so uhia ebia ticket over so ton of bulka ebia na adwumafo bia na akubi un say America no ya ku bebre ho New York mechia Royals omo New York omo ye nurse school mu New York omo bon modern pa omo programs omo ko just omo ba na on jollofa no omo buafu Royals there on jollof.
Okay omo me bia omo person
omo dosun so
me ya he
Royals omo twembe 500 plus.
Hey, me abasa me de ko nu sa jollof.
Royals there omo Royals jollof we hiamwa omo dosun pa e man ko so a man kwan but omo pe jollof.
Okay.
It's Royals for baby amu bia Royals they draw their match during no mo only team ni nyina kasa ni share ewo Atlantic City on the 15th, 16th and 17th. Michelle making sure so say tune into United Showbiz this weekend so said there will be an update on the nominees of Ghana Music Awards USA 2025. In everything wait my comment section what there air call so wide dreams I won't tia with my throw you better reply with information will be keep it respectful and keep it real because the street is always
watching.